Yeah, at some point you gotta stop caring. Alright, so I started recording. So how are you today?
I'm pretty good.
Okay. That's
Oh,
good. That's
how
good.
are you?
I'm good. I didn't answer earlier because I had fallen asleep vaguely. Like I just basically because I've been up since 2 in the morning yesterday.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, my sleep schedule been kind of weird the last couple weeks to the point where I fell asleep like at 8 yesterday. I was hoping I would wake up at 10 to do some drawing and go back to sleep, but then I woke up and was like, oh, it's 2.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I go to my new work schedule has me up at 4, so I can be to work at 4:30,
Damn.
and so I normally go to bed around 8 and wake up at like 3:30.
Damn.
So
That's actually kind of the schedule my brother has sometimes at IHOP. Or, no, not IHOP. He works at Denny's.
Denny's.
Yeah, he used to work the swing shift downtown at Seattle.
Look at this dude and his waifus.
Sweet Photoshop, bro.
It must be hard to work at like Denny's or IHOP in downtown Seattle. Like,
He has some stories like you just have junkies, just groups of junkies bring in their friend who is just basically ODing and they're just trying to shove pancakes in his face. Like
that makes sense.
it's okay, just gotta get some pancakes in them.
I mean, I ain't no doctor, but
Well, pancakes make everything all right, man.
see, I used to work at Denny's too, and we got junkies, but I just figured like Seattle has them worse.
It depends. I'm pretty sure he had probably colorful junkies. Like one time on one end of the Denny's, he had the fucking leather daddies and just all the leather gay peoples. And the other end, he had like this black church choir and shit. They were both singing the same damn song. You still there?
No.
Oh. It's like, oh god damn it, my internet went out. Also, I sent you something.
Was it the guy with the waifus?
No, it's another thing. I think. Let me see.
Double check.
Oh no, damn it! I didn't send it yet. It's still the waifu guy. 1 second. This is another guy with some waifus. Some more quality photoshopping.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes, a guy with worse waifus.
Well, it
You have,
happened.
wait, I'm looking at the thing with the comments. You have a lot of naughty ponies in your house. Indeed.
Uh,
Oh, Mao Jong Il says that he's a lost cause.
it's like, you holy shit, son, you're a lost cause. Well, when a ruler when a dude who ruled the country says you're a lost cause, you probably right.
I'm looking at the Lugia thing you sent me now,
What
and I
what the
just hear because I hear Burns' voice, and then I hear the voice of Lugia from Pokemon the movie 2000. Just like, it's like, Monty, when I go, I will never forget you. Excellent.
I love weird inexplicable shipping. I love weird inexplicable Simpsons comics.
It's a crack pairing if I've ever seen one. Oh,
Yeah,
so my fatty art DA,
yeah,
I one of my old pieces got featured
yeah.
on
Cool.
a fuck yeah bad art blog.
Sweet.
So I'm pretty excited. I'm kind of happy that I found that.
I always kind of wanted one of my pieces to be featured, but they're not weird enough or interesting enough. Okay, skeletons, fucking. I also like on the I'm looking these up on the cringeworthy section, photo section of Know Your Memes, and there's like a crying Homer next to the wait, that's a jock strap in the first panel, I think.
I gotta see that one.
The
There is some. there are some cracks. There's a crack Simpsons pairing of comics that I was reading a while ago,
Yeah.
but I can't remember. I love this GIF of one of the guys. He's making one of those messages from a non videos in his Guy Fawkes mask,
Oh.
and then his mom busts in.
Honey, would you like some bagel bites? Mom, I'm making the internet for the video for the internet.
But sweetie, with pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
Mom, go away. But aren't you a '90s kid?
You know what? The Shrek Shadow pairing doesn't really work as a crack pairing.
It.
It's funny, it's hilarious, but every time I see it, I'm very aware that that is an intentional parody of weird pairings.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wait. I found this is my favorite image as ever.
Let me see.
Okay, we'll get to the alternate reality soon, audience, because that's what we're talking about today. Alternate realities. Transpiring time and space to stick your dick in that.
Oh my god.
Okay, just so the audience knows at home, it's a picture with one end with a person butt, and on the other side is a pony butt.
I'm sorry, the term is plot.
Plot. The
Uh,
okay, the term is plot. One end is a person butt, and the other on the other side is person a pony plot.
and the caption is, your dick can't tell the difference, so why all the fuss?
Yeah, I can because one doesn't exist.
Oh man.
And of course, the other one, I'm thinking, okay, but what is the butt a boy or a girl, or is it agendered?
Um,
Because I see no bits on the human butt.
I think it is intentionally ambiguous.
Huh.
What was that like? That like one of the early Family Guy, which are the best Family Guy, by the way. One of the early Family Guy episodes where Homer buys a butt cake. Homer,
Wait,
where Peter buys a butt cake for Meg's birthday,
yeah.
and he asks if it's a man or a woman, and the guy says, "Oh, it's dealer's choice," or something like that.
Yeah. Here's one. Here's something.
By the way, did you see the Family Guy Simpsons?
I only got about like 10 minutes in. It hurt.
Oh man,
I don't know why, but I was just saying, okay, I'm yet again I'm the asshole that hates everything. I'm just sitting there going, the timing and the animation really bugged the shit out of me. I don't know why, but just something about my like I couldn't really watch it for more than a few seconds at a time. I'm like,
the animation shift I could kind of deal with. The thing that got me was just the stark contrast between, and by the way, this isn't even like golden era Simpsons, but just the stark contrast between the quality of Simpsons jokes and Family Guy jokes.
yeah, Family Guy jokes only really work when they're weird and nonsensical. Like The Simpsons actually builds jokes and they actually have a sort of momentum. With Family Guy, you only get a couple jokes.
Or it's like it has to be, or the Family Guy jokes are like more,
Edgier,
yeah.
and it was just awkward. It was kind of like being stuck at a barbecue and your dad's like, it's like you're stuck at a barbecue and you have your dad trying to tell dad jokes and your stepdad's hitting on like your teenage cousins.
And your uncle is talking about Obama.
Oh yeah, and it's like just like I'm just gonna run away in the woods and live with Bob's Burgers because well, okay, I'll come back for The Simpsons because I don't care how much how bad the seasons were after a while. I still love The Simpsons. They're like my family.
The Simpsons are great.
I love The Simpsons. They're a legacy, even if they went down in quality after a while. It's just wow, they've been on for 26 fucking years.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do.
There's only so much you can do, and I don't know. I think Matt Groening like it was kind of like Matt Groening after a while ended his strip, his comic strip.
His Life in Hell.
Yeah, Life in Hell. He ended after a couple like a year or two ago.
Really?
Yeah, he did. Well, considering he was doing the strip self-published for like 20 years, man.
It's so weird that Life in Hell is not going to be his big legacy because that was the thing. He created The Simpsons because he was trying to protect Life in Hell.
Yeah.
He
Well,
was like Fox approached him to do a TV show of that,
right.
but he's like, wait, I don't want Fox to get all the rights to all this. I just need to throw something together real shitty. And he's like, it's a family. And it's like a sitcom, but they're dysfunctional.
I think the thing is that Family Guy. I know Simpsons was a bigger cultural thing, but Life in Hell is still gonna be a part of his legacy because that was sort of his roots, his alt comic roots.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Because
The Simpsons and Futurama also. So
so he has three things. He has like one of the longest running alt comics.
Futurama, arguably one of the funniest shows of its kind.
Yeah, one of its funniest shows, and it's like one of those shows that if you the more you learn about science and history and culture, the more funny it gets. And here's the thing, just about Family Guy, Family Guy kind of loses points because its characters aren't as likable as either The Simpsons or Futurama.
And after a certain point, they intentionally try to make them unlikable.
Which is weird because unlike, say, a show like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which its characters are supposed to be, they're unlikable. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is unlikable, but they know even themselves they're not good human beings. The humor comes from just them being horribly fucked up, just flawed human beings.
Trying to meander through their lives. Whereas Family Guy tries to be all like, yeah, they're not likable.
Oh, aren't well? Yeah, but then it still kind of has that. Oh, aren't they likable scamps for not being likable?
Oh yeah, that too.
It's kind of like Brickleberry, which Brickleberry is almost like a weird parody. It's like a weird self parody of Family Guy.
I know you were. Were you? Did you attend high? Did you? I'm sorry, I apologize. You weren't homeschooled, were you?
I was homeschooled mostly.
Okay, I was gonna ask too, because I was gonna ask if you had that experience in high school of that boy in class who would moan and he would make girls' sex noises.
I
He
had
would think he was clever because of it for some reason. That's what Family Guy has become.
Yeah, it's become the shitty kid in class.
Exactly.
Well, the Simpson is the your longtime friend, and Bob Burger is the new cool friend, or not cool friend, but weird cool friend.
And what is going to be Seth MacFarlane's legacy? Because his other two shows, American Dad, which is actually kind of funny.
Well, American Dad because it doesn't have the stupid fucking cutaway gags, and in spite of them trying, the characters are actually kind of likable on that show at the very least.
Exactly. Like Stan is a better analog to Homer than fucking Peter is anymore because Peter's not trying to be a good dad.
Right. Peter is a goddamn. He might as well be a murderer or something because there are points where it's just like, oh god, Peter, he should be put away.
He should.
And the only characters you might have sympathy are for in that show are Meg and maybe Stewie, and that's it. Because Meg, she just kind of gets shit upon, and Stewie, well, he sometimes shows he actually is a decent human being in that show.
I don't know if this is a typo. I'm actually looking at that thing you sent me. I've been looking at it ever since you sent it. Of Rainbow Dash trying to shove a dildo in this guy's mouth.
I think it's. I'm trying to figure out what kind of dildo it is too.
And I'm looking at the comments that he makes. He's like, "Why would you want me to delete the truth?" And then he goes, "Because it's fucking gay." Seriously, Rainbow Dash puts a hug nail in my mouth. Now I don't know if he misspelled like huge nail. Like, does he think it's an actual nail, or is hug nail a term for dildo? Because I've never heard that.
I might have to look that up 1 second.
Yeah, Google it.
Hug a nail. Hug nail. Oh, there is apparently it's a tag on Derpburu. Derpy Buru.
No way.
Let me see. It's wait. God damn it! Didn't take me to a tag. You cocksucker. Google you cocksucker. Okay. Hug nail. Hug nail. I think maybe that's what. Damn it. Damn it.
Hug nail.
Let me see. Let me see. I think maybe that became like a recurring joke. Let me see. Hug nailed. Maybe I need to turn off ghostry.
I need some explanation for this. Does Urban Dictionary know what the hell they're talking about?
I have no idea. Hug nail, hug nail, hug nail. I think it maybe became a reoccurring joke. Maybe the guy just thinks it's like a spiral nail. I have no idea.
Maybe. I'm having the I'm having the worst day on DeviantArt ever.
You?
No, this guy who's
This
getting dildo in his mouth.
this kidding. Well, I've
Because
seen.
this is somebody else. They made this of him, and this is the guy that does the pony waifus in his house all the time, right?
Oh, I maybe he's one of them at least.
Oh yeah, because it's a genre of people.
That's a genre of people. Like the people who have the Tuplas of the ponies and things like that. Oh god damn it. Okay, those other images were funny to me, but this one makes me angry for some reason.
Let me see.
Uh, uh, if I ever see someone wearing this shirt, I'm gonna hit them.
Ninjas, zombies, and my swag.
Yep.
I'm gonna get this shirt.
Okay, you wearing it would be kind of funny, but I don't know. Of course, I'm staring, going, "Wait, that's a little kid." So if I punched them, I'd be punching a little kid.
It's all right. They gotta learn.
Gotta learn, kid.
Ninjas, zombies, and my swag. Things that are epic.
Every time I see a kid use the word epic online, I just want to smack them.
Epic. Did you ever watch Retsu Prey?
Oh, I love Retsu Play. I was watching earlier.
They were one of their old ones that they did. It was a guy whose Let's Play channel was Epic Games or something like that, and then Epic was an acronym, and the E stood for epic.
Oh, here's something. This looks questionable.
Tommy Pickles. Why would you put Tommy Pickles' baby picture in the Sonic shipping picture?
Because Sonic watched him as a kid.
That is terrible. This is good. This kid's on his way to being a Pokemon master. And by kid, I mean 35-year-old man.
I keep on circling through the tabs. I got like 50 tabs open. I still keep on looking at them. Your dick can't tell the difference.
Keeps coming up.
Because, well, first of all, I'm thinking, well, I would assume a horse vagina, since it's designed differently, would feel different. And secondly, they don't exist.
Horse vaginas?
No, 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 My Little Ponies.
Oh, no, they don't exist.
Well, yet again, the trans-dimensional time super space, so maybe they exist somewhere, but still, I don't know. If you're trying to say, well, leave me alone about my pony fetish, why don't you just say, I'm not harming anyone, leave me alone.
Just jacking off to cartoon horses.
I'm home, I ain't doing nothing.
It's like, I thought I woke up in America, not communist China.
I heard apparently that guy in the North Korean guy who ruled North Korea,
Uh, Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il?
Kim Jong Un,
What about the Unmeister?
he has disappeared. No one knows where he is right now.
No way.
My theory is that he is doing a covert mission with Elvis.
That might be it. And Dennis Rodman.
Yes. Did you ever hear about the guy who, while in what's the other Korea? I'm so stupid.
South?
South Korea. This guy on a riverbank in South Korea, he tried swimming across a body of river, a fucking lake that separated South Korea from North Korea. He tried swimming so he could go meet Jim. Why can't I fucking keep his name?
Cummings?
No, 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 no. The guy who disappeared at the moment.
Uh,
The current ruler of North Korea.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un. He was gonna swim and go swim to meet Kim Jong Un.
What the fuck?
Because it was, in fact, this has happened multiple times. Like he had friends that would, when their friends were drunk, they go swim and meet him. He wants to meet you. I'm gonna swim meet him. Which I'm thinking, if there was a man who managed to swim across the ocean from the United States to meet Kim Jong Un, I think they would let him.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Be like, I have swum from America to meet Jong Un.
If Kim Jong-un, there's probably like a statewide like friggin' TV broadcast at the one TV in North Korea. And then they make everybody go out there and watch it at gunpoint, and explains that the glorious leader is not missing that he's just very busy on his home planet talking to Jesus or some shit like that.
I actually, did you know that weed is legal in North Korea?
No way.
Completely, not even just regulated. It's just completely legal. Legal. You can just sit around smoking weed all day.
That's good. That's the one thing they fucking need over there besides food.
Yeah. Besides food, water,
Yeah,
not being thrown in prison randomly. Of course, that's what we need here.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, here's a comment on the horse picture. Speaking of horse vaginas, no connection to the amazing leader Jim Jong Un. Well, one is a human being that I can actually have sex with. The other is a cartoon pony that doesn't actually exist. Like, yeah, like I said. Now, I could have sex with a girl in a pony cosplay, but then I'm still doing a human being and not a cartoon pony. So my dick can still tell the difference.
there's a there's a know your meme of people going Super Saiyan.
Did you ever see the fucking picture of the black dude on the bus with the Super Saiyan like hair?
No.
And they said this it says this I don't want to say the N word. This N word is gonna go fight Majin Buu. And he's just sitting there on the bus, like just like looking like he's concentrating. I'm gonna go fuck that motherfuckers up.
I've seen that one.
I'm
Now that I
sitting.
think
I'm
about it,
sitting.
I have seen that one.
I'm sitting there going, man, I want to see that guy in a kung fu movie.
A lot of these gifts are really good.
I love these gifts. I love people who make gifts are godsend. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. What the fuck am I? There's a picture of someone turning into a diaper.
I want to see that.
Okay, let me fucking send that to you. This is just us talking about the fucking pictures for the first 20 minutes, so this will just be cut out and maybe be an extra. This guy has a mustache too for some reason. That bugs the shit out of me.
I thought you went to sleep.
I did.
Oh,
Wait, what's
I
that?
need you to burn that or something.
Okay, I'm back.
So this means that it's this person's self-insert. This reminds me of the guy that wants to be a tampon.
Oh my god.
Remember?
Oh my god. You ever hear the story where the guy, like, he turns into a sock and his dad wears him?
No.
I don't remember where it is, so don't ask me for a link because I heard it on a podcast called The F Plus.
God dang. I gotta find that.
Yeah, you have to find F Plus. They did an entire fucking episode on transformation fetish.
Bitch, I look like Goku. Bitch, I look like Piccolo. Wait. I found Shoop de Whoop. I'm a firing my laser.
Oh, a classic from the olden days.
Feel like it's 2004 up in this bitch. Remember You're the Man Now, dog?
Yeah, I remember that.
YTMND.
Yeah. One of the first things I saw that scared me as a child was, in fact, a page on that site.
Really?
It was like one with like a monkey or something, and it would move. It was a monkey with red eyes, and then there was another one with like this weird Martian-eyed girl. It was like this terrifying. It was like a mile-long picture with a scare cord or something.
God dang.
Here's something I sent you.
Let me see.
I don't understand it.
Let's have a look-see here. If it'll ever open. Here we go. Some Asian boy anime greater than sign cartoons. And he's got a bunch of Western cartoons here on the side with a big X through them. And then on the other side, he's got a bunch of animes, none of which is less than, I want to say, 7 years old.
Yeah, it's like I'm like looking at stereo going, where's all the old shit? I want some old ass. I want the old animes with the hard jawed motherfuckers.
No, that's what we're getting, because it's like, god dang. Oh, wait, he's got Michiko Tahatsun in here. That's a good.
That's a good anime. Of course, most of those animes are okay. Like, all right, I like Full Metal Alchemist. It's cool, and that doesn't even have the right Yu-Gi-Oh. It has that guy from the GX weirdness.
No, the other Yu-Gi-Oh's down in the bottom middle.
He has two Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Yeah, he's got to double rep the Yu-Gi-Oh. Wait, hold on a second.
Well, it does have Shin-Chan. Da 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 na 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 da 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 da.
Like what?
Oh no.
Sorry, my friend came over to do laundry.
Ooh, which friend?
Trent.
Is that the friend with the fucking afro?
No.
Hi Trent.
He thinks yours real.
I'm not even black.
I'm sorry, my brain just confuses shit. Like I'm thinking, like I'm trying to figure. Like, okay, I've seen a lot of friends Sparky has. There's a dude with the mohawk, and then there was a friend with the afro, and then there was another friend that I think brought him Dr Pepper.
That he's the Dr. Pepper friend.
Hey, I remember shit from like 7 years ago. Okay, so but you wanna know what the fucking title of this post is? Of
What?
Some Asian boy.
Yes.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell the difference.
He also put on that Thundercats cartoon,
Yeah.
which even though it's American, it's basically an anime.
Well, that's the thing I kind of find annoying about weird, like anime versus cartoons. It's like animes are technically that's just a Japanese appropriated word from France meaning animation. It's just a cartoon, but just for a different filter. Kind of like how French and European comics are still the same goddamn thing.
I think that this guy and one of those anime, like the Tiny Toons fanboys, they should make out.
I'd pay to see that.
They put Korra on the bad cartoon list. Fuck this guy.
Also, and I'm just like looking. Okay, well, I don't give a shit about Phineas and Ferb. But he also put like fucking My Life as Teen Robot, Samurai Jack.
Oh,
I don't.
you fucking bitch.
Where'd our other one go? The big one. Oh, he left.
Billy and Mandy, are you shitting me?
He also put Gargoyles and fucking Gumball.
Kim Possible? Oh my god, whoever chose this list is a motherfucker.
Just put also a bunch of good cartoons, and then there's a bunch of okay Pokemon. I think's cute, and then there's that weird cool show with the headless girl. That's cool, but then they got that Butler
Well, he did
dude.
one thing right. He's got Shin Chan on the good list.
He has some good taste. Sin Chan's good, One Piece good, and there's that show about the Mexican lady and the kid doing badass shit. Then there's
uh,
Elfin Lead, that fucking snuff
but
film.
but then he puts like fucking Lucky Star and Naruto on there.
The weeabooest shows ever.
Both ends of the fucking weeaboo spectrum.
Is he recording stuff?
Oh, he has
What's your point?
fucking I think he has fucking Death Notes twice.
Does he really? I'm gonna
Yeah.
check.
I think at the top, the fourth thing, and then next to Lucky Stars on the right.
That's not Big O.
I know.
No.
Huh?
That was a robot girl.
No. She has red hair.
Oh. Who's that?
I don't know. Is that somebody from Death Note?
That's not from
It
Death Note.
looks like Death Note, man. I don't know why.
That's not Death Note.
It's probably from the same. It's probably from the same studio that made the Death Note anime, but I don't think it's Death Note.
Yeah, the only thing I
That's
like
what they'd have one on there. They do have Yu-Gi-Oh on there twice. Just
different iterations.
still Yu-Gi-Oh.
Just the weird Yu-Gi-Oh spin-off with
Gumball?
with that one bitch, that one little bastard.
Whoever did this dies. Needs to die.
Okay, let me see what else I can find. Let me see. There's diaper transformation, horse fucking, human fucking, whatever, fucking Sonic and fucking Tommy, from the Rugrats. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Jesus fucking Christ! I would actually fucking what the fuck? Okay,
It's my own watch.
Oh,
and you can actually tell he put effort into it. There's actual print quality to this shit.
it makes me think about the fucking the people that are talking about like the memes are gonna like memes like this are gonna be in our history textbooks in a few years.
Keep the mask on.
Ah,
Yeah, it's funny. That image is actually just like a dream I had.
that's a terrible dream.
I had this
Oh
dream.
my god! I just pieced together what's happening. She's making a Twilight cosplay
Yes.
so that she looks like the actual pony.
It's kind of a nice makeup. It just kind of freaks me out.
It's horrifying.
It kind of looks like you made like I would have this kind of makeup for like a horror movie, like some weird artsy European horror slasher.
Where's the? I want to show him the one.
Which one?
No, not that one. Not the Burns. The what's the difference one?
Oh my god. Okay, 1 second. I had it up.
It's up here. I gotta figure out which one of these it is.
Motherfucker. Let me see. Fucking push butts.
Here we go.
Yes.
This is a masterpiece.
Your dick can't tell the difference.
Hey, I decided what you're throwing the garter song to.
Which one is it?
I think I'm pretty sure.
Sweet. So the panty and stocking with garter belt theme is going to be on our wedding playlist at the reception.
Skanky and knee socks is what you're gonna
I love the scanty and knee socks theme.
throw. Yeah, it's the garter belt song.
That
Does that work for you?
does work for me.
Now I just gotta find those page songs.
It's like Puffy on the Yumi songs.
So are you ready? Are you ready to talk about alternate realities?
Yeah, pretty much. Did you show your friend that picture yet?
What I did, I showed him.
Your dick can't tell the difference. Well, yes,
No,
it
it
can.
cannot.
Yeah, it can. One is imaginary, one's real.
There's it's like those people with that make the design the horse fleshlights.
You can paint the ass end of a horse purple.
You know, I'm kind of an asshole because I always think, wouldn't a horse just kind of go, is it in yet?
Who knows? Have you ever seen that Mr. Hands video?
I thought about it, but then I thought, I don't know. I don't really want to see the before image of a guy dying from his colon being ruptured.
Yeah, that's what the horse fucked that dude's innards up.
Well, considering a horse's dick is like the size of someone's arm.
I'm glad that we chose the fucking Beatles thing to talk about today. Every other podcast is going to be a Beatles podcast.
Well, you know, they just come up because they're the they're the cyborg Beetles control everything, along with the reptilian Pope. The reptiloid transgender Pope.
The fucking Illuminati reptiloid pope.
That was that they based on goddamn I can't Ozuka Tetsuya, not goddamn it though. I can't remember shit today. The godfather of Mangir.
Oh, Osamu Tezuka.
Osamu Tezuka. Because he had a weird thing about women turning into animals. And animals turning into women.
So he was part of the reptiloid conspiracy.
Nah, they just read to me his comics and, you know, based on that.
There's a TV show about that, right?
The reptiloids?
Yeah.
No way.
You ever seen V?
No.
It's called V.
It's about reptoids?
Yeah, it is.
I know that.
Yeah, it's about reptoids, and eventually they first come to Earth to steal our water, and then they end up eating all our gerbils.
Is the Pope in it?
No, but that was a missed
Yes, he
opportunity.
was. He was too in it.
Well, I'm just trying to remember because I saw that show on VHS when I was like 10.
Oh yeah, because they do V. It's a remake. It's a comeback show or something like that.
Well, no, I saw the original like on TV because it was like airing on like a local station in reruns.
Oh,
Oh, this is like a newer show.
Yeah, they had a newer show and no one gives a shit.
oh he gives a shit.
I care. It was cool.
Well, you know, it was kind of boring. It was like the old one's kind of fun and 80s-ish, and then the new one was just kind of like, this is just Battlestar Galactica with reptiloids.
Oh yeah, everyone's a Cylon, everyone's a reptiloid.
Yeah, except instead you never get to see them as reptiloids, I think.
Oh yeah, because her eyes. That's like every time I watch like the proof videos of like reptiloids, and I don't know why everyone's in the Illuminati and everyone's a reptiloid, and even though they all have counterproductive goals, and I guess the point is to keep us in chaos forever. That's the reptoid conspiracy.
Yeah, I think the V series did not make it too well is because you never got to see any lizardy people. Oh no, you get to do kinda.
You get to see like their skeletons and parts of them. But their whole purpose for coming to Earth actually wound up being to fuck humans and make babies.
That's weird.
Well, isn't that the Grey's plot?
That wasn't originally what they came to, but that was their end goal: fuck humans and make babies.
Well, you know, it always bounds into interspecies eradicate.
Eradicate. Ah, there you go. You got your interspecies eradicate up there.
A lizard man with a
Oh, shit.
dolphin woman,
Is that Sertler?
and a human dude just masturbating in the background.
Makes me think of the. My favorite Reptoid thing is that Robot Chicken sketch where all the celebritards are Reptoids.
Oh god, all the drunken rehab celebrities.
But all my favorite Robot Chicken sketches are the ones with like Lindsay Lohan in them because their fucking version of Lindsay Lohan is hilarious.
She's kind of amazing. She's like a weird, kind of amazing badass character because she just does weird shit. I'm Lizzie Lohan. Like runs over the Pope, beats up Jesus. I'm sure to God there was an episode where Lindsay Lohan beat up Jesus on Robot Chicken.
Is it really?
It has to be because I remember it so vividly.
Maybe that gets into the Mandela effect, which is what we were going to talk about today.
The Mandela effect.
I gotta do it.
I'm blanking.
The Mandela effect is is the Berenstein Bears thing that's been going around.
Oh yeah.
Everybody remembers it being spelled. It's Berenstein, and the last part is Stein. But when you go back and look for it now, it's Stain.
Oh
And
yeah.
basically, what it refers to is an idea that like a lot of people remember something being one way, but then it turns out that that's never how things happened at all. And they named it the Mandela effect because a lot of people remember Nelson Mandela died in prison, except he just had a funeral recently,
Yeah.
which meant that he didn't die in prison. And the idea is that you're remembering it because you're remembering something from an alternate reality.
Oh yeah. Of course, I never knew Nelson Mandela died in prison. In fact, I don't know. Like I don't remembering Nelson Mandela dying in prison.
I thought he died in prison. I thought when we learned about South Africa and apartheid that they said that he died in prison.
Maybe it's like I like to think maybe it's like the whole like you ever see Dark City?
No.
It's the best thing. It's better than the Matrix. It's the same sort of story. It's the same sort of platonic cave story where basically it's like this bizarre sort of pseudo futuristic retro city. Like it's basically a diesel punk movie. And
Cool.
it's constantly dark. No one knows where this beach is. No one remembers summer or nor when it's daytime. And of course every night they all fall asleep at the same time. And these creepy as fuck pale humanoids in trench coats and and bowler hats come out and basically switch around people's memories and alter the environment.
Oh, what is that? What is that other movie that's kind of like that? The Adjustment Bureau?
Yeah, the Adjustment Bureau. But I think fucking Darkseid is the better version of the Adjustment Bureau.
Yeah, because the Adjustment Bureau is kind of the worst version of the Matrix.
Yeah, it's the worst version of the Matrix. I think the best versions of the Matrix are Dark City.
And Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. Well, Ghost in the Shell, I kind of. But also, you ever see Existence?
No.
Existence. It's a David Cronenberg movie about basically a giant, fleshy, amphibious console that attaches to your spine via umbilical cord.
Oh, so that is like Ghost in the Shell.
Basically, it's like Ghost in the Shell, but even more closer to just straight up biopunk. Because you have like a gun made out of fish bones. You have these bio-organic, basically things that are genetically engineered tools, and you can get basically install flesh ports into your spine at gas stations.
Cool.
It is gross and grody and fucked up.
That's weird.
This is an experience I have with the reality thing is that it's the lamest glitch in the Matrix story, but it's like when I was a kid, I lived with my grandparents and we moved, and it was the first time they had ever moved houses in like 25 years. But we moved, and right over the bar in the kitchen, I could swear that this outlet was a phone jack, right?
Yeah.
And then one day I went in there. This was after 6 months of living there. I was like, how come the phone's plugged in over there? Like, why don't we just plug it into this phone jack? And it was a fucking outlet. It was a fucking electrical outlet.
Damn.
The end of my story.
That's creepy to me. Like little flaws in your memory scared the shit out of me more than anything.
Yeah, because shit's supposed to be like.
Well, that basically kind of proves the faultiness of both perception, memory, and reality itself. Because reality is like I was I'm working on my National Random Novel Month story,
Yeah.
and I have one character who I just basically have speak in sort of very flat, monotone, overtly formal manner. And one of the ideas I had is that he basically views language and history itself as the faulty, futile attempt for humanity to connect a series of unconnected events
Oh shit.
to make sense of more or less of a chaotic mass that is constantly changing.
That makes me think of. I don't remember what the name for it is, but it's that. It's like when you. Like when people see ghosts and shit in pictures, but it turns out it's just our brain trying to find something.
Well, that's
Like
your
it's
pattern
the reason we
recognition.
see stuff in the clouds.
I think it's something like I think it has to do with like the idea of pattern recognition,
Yeah.
where it's like our brains are sort of hardwired to make sense of things even if there's nothing to make sense of. That's how we can make such convincing conspiracy theories out of unconnected events.
Because everybody's just trying to fucking solve the equation of the world or whatever.
It's kind of like trying to give a one true meaning to life. There isn't one, but we want one. It's kind of like it's almost a religion into itself, where it's like we want an answer, we want a unified theory when there
That's
isn't.
that's what Penn and Teller were saying.
Like to me, like the idea is that we both don't want, and yet we do want a man behind the curtain. Like we want there to
Like
be a
if something's not controlling everything, then it scares us.
yeah. It's
Like
like it's always kind of weirdly it's like I was frightened for a while of the idea of no actual rational explanation for things, but then I kind of think it can't really work because life isn't like that. Organic and fucking fleshy life is nothing like that. There's no coherent answer. There's no unified theory other than what we can kind of put onto things.
it's like with science. Like every question that science answers, it raises 10 more fucking questions. So it's
Like
like,
hey, we have quantum theory and everything like that, and it makes a lot of explanations easy for things. But then you look and kind of go, yeah, but there's about 10 more things. Like theoretically, I put more trust into science and things like that than say just religion. But then you gotta think, but even then, they'll still get something wrong.
yeah, I don't know. Just anything that tells me that it has the answer, it's just like,
Which is yet again why I'm prone to trusting science a bit more because at least at some point it'll admit that it had a factual error.
yeah,
At least they still call them theories.
exactly.
Well, theory is different. Means something different in science. It's like you have to be able to prove it. Like you have to be able to be able to do an experiment and have the same results. If you
But
don't,
it's also open enough that if anything changes, you can alter it later.
right, it's not a set in stone thing.
Like
Which
a
is
theory
why
is
I'm kind of uh,
normal until proven otherwise.
it's true until proven otherwise. Kind of like with history. Like for years, you'll be told this is what happened in this exact event, except your fucking history book might be wrong because Texas kind of fucks shit up because Texas controls the history books.
Apparently.
But so it's like it's true until proven otherwise or fixed. But then with religion, if it isn't true, don't say it isn't true. Don't think about it. But I'm not, yet again. But if you're religious, that's fine. And then suddenly it
See,
gets quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm looking. I'm trying to. I was going back to the Beatles thing.
Well, and today we're talking about a dude that apparently brought back a Beatles tape from another dimension.
I mean, I read his whole story thing, and it was actually really cool. But it's just like, it's weird that his way to prove it was just so like hackneyed, and it's literally just it's a remix album.
That's what it is, but it's still a compelling idea.
I
It,
love to see somebody with like a little bit more forethought try to put something together more convincing.
well, for something like that, you would have to start way back in the '90s. Like say, like this would have to be like a really long
I did
grift.
start back in the 90s.
I mean, technically.
Sorry.
You know, Actually, I think maybe I am trying to think if I do have a glitch in the Matrix story myself.
Oh, that was a good one.
I have a story.
Do you have a glitch in the Matrix?
No, it's the one time I had like the deja vu moment.
What was it?
I was out hunting, and I had a deja vu moment where my buddy leaned over his rifle to tie his shoe, something on his belt, pulled the trigger, and shot me in the head.
What the fuck?
So in real life, I saw it happening, and I jumped onto the ground and shot the tree, put a hole right where my head was at.
Damn.
Oh, shit. There's a name for that, too.
Deja vu?
No. Is that? No.
Premonition? I don't know.
Premonition. It's either premonition. It's made like premonition, or I don't know. It's kind of like the idea that for like every time you die in a dream, another version of yourself dies. So maybe that was sort of like a waking
You seen that
vision.
movie Next?
Huh?
You seen that movie Next?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think there was. I'm trying to remember. There was like a story where someone kept on having recurring images of the future, and they kept on going further and further into the future. And I think they saw some sort of Lovecraftian abomination devouring the last remnants of humanity or something, and it was somehow still existed to that point. Thanks, Kate.
Are you doing a podcast?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring your food to you.
Okay, I think the my stories for glitches in the Matrix is I have dreams about average everyday things, and they're so mundane that I sometimes remember them at the exact moment. I have recurring dreams about being at the bank. For some reason, I forget I'm in a dream, and that's about it.
That's pretty close.
Well, like say, like a little, it's very specific points. Like I'll be staying behind, like in the kitchen, we have this like countertop thing where I'll be staying behind mom while she's at the table and be watching the TV. And I think maybe I had one about Robin Williams.
Did you dream that he died?
I don't know. All I know is that like there was like like one of his movies was showing on TV for some reason, and I think it was like some sort of like it was like Robin Williams was in the hospital or something. So
Huh.
I think it was a dream I had where Robin Williams attempted suicide, and then but they managed to catch him and he went to the hospital.
Oh,
And I
so that'd be an alternate reality thing.
and here's the thing: this was a week afterwards, so like I woke up and I literally thought for like 20 minutes Robin Williams was still alive in the hospital.
Oh, shit, I'm looking at that photo set where that Olympic gymnast or whatever was. She got her little bouquet thing, but it had a fucking bee in it.
God. And of course, like you ever like think up entire like you ever wake up with entire conversations you had with someone in your head, and then you reference it, and it turns out it didn't happen.
No,
That
but
happens to me all the time.
I talk to people when I wake up. Like apparently, like my eyes are open and I have conversations, but I don't recall them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Kate,
yeah, you
Kate,
do that a lot. A lot.
I also like I think some of the glitches in Matrix I have is that I'll remember things wrong. But I think yet again I chalked up to reality being fluid, and my memory just and human memory perception being faulty. But like yet again that Bigfoot video, the Bigfoot stealing the blueberries.
Yeah.
I saw that video like 20 minutes before I talked to you. Like I saw it, I had it, and I looked back, and it was not there. It was only like screen caps and shit.
Well, it's the same thing with that freaking the ghoul and the guitar video that I keep trying to find. What
I
is this? What is the truck here? What is it spraying into her mouth
I have no idea. It's either gasoline
or mouthwash?
or it's toothpaste. I think.
Ugh.
You know what I think it is.
I know what you think it is.
Well, there's also a hose going to connect into the water. I like the connect. I like the detail on the trucks. But I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is that thing? Is it a robot or is it some sort of like aquatic life form?
See, that's what I want to be. I want to be the artist who drew something that looks really good, but it's just really why.
I want to do that too, but I'm not good enough. But it's a kaiju. This is apparently taking place in a pony version of Pacific Rim or something.
Oh, that's why your fucking shit's glowing.
Man, imagine if that showed up in fucking Pacific Rim.
I wonder if the freaking Jaegers would have to be pony shaped.
That's the thing. I saw another discussion. Someone like they were talking about yet again. One of the things that kind of messes with my brain is thinking about those trucks mess me up because those are human trucks. Shouldn't they be designed in a way that looks like the ponies would drive them? Because
They,
they're yeah.
well, have you seen the? Because I don't know. I don't remember if you watched it or not, but I don't know. At one point, there's a train in the show that they
Yeah,
normally travel by. That's just a regular train, but sometimes there's a train that's pulled by other ponies.
and that messes with my brain because I'm sitting there going, okay, so apparently there's a breed of pony in the pony universe that's apparently strong enough just to haul like it's no shit several thousand pound train with ponies on it at high speeds, which just kind of makes me think. But then you see the steam powered train, you think did they get put out of jobs when steam engines came about?
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I forgot.
What was But they have they're really disparate on what the level of technology is on that show.
I think it's just more what is the most funny or convenient at the time. Like, what will be the easiest to read at the time? Because it's a cartoon, not
I
a.
remember Lauren Faust actually originally had a rule about showing technology. She was like, it really can't be like an advanced pony society. They have to be like,
Pre-industrial, almost.
yeah, pre-industrial ponies. But then after she left the show, they just stopped giving a fuck.
Well, it's a kid show. You gotta do what's the most easiest to read. It's kind of like how if you do a cartoon. Oh, thanks, Kate. It's kind of like if you do a cartoon, in spite of it being not the thing that's common, having a rotary dial phone is easier to read as a phone as a mimetic image.
Wait, hold on, just one second. I'll be right back.
Okay. And then you never come back, and it turns out this podcast never existed. Is anybody else in the room?
I think this may have to be a short podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got to start getting ready for bed pretty soon.
No shit.
Yeah, I got to be up at 4:30. So next week, let's record earlier. Let's record it I want to say, is 4 or 5 good for you?
4 or 5? Well, 4. Okay, so 4 at your time?
Oh yeah, what's your time? I forget. We're in different time zones.
Right now it's 5:59.
It's
So
5:59.
yeah,
So let's say,
we're like you're 2 hours ahead and I'm 2 hours back.
okay, so I guess 2 o'clock your time.
Yeah. Okay, let me write that down. So this has been us babbling about alternate realities and pony badges and Robin Williams being dead or not.
Yeah, we can't remember.
Like especially so. Okay, actually, another thing I think like I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. It's always like I'll remember things wrong, and that always fucks with me.
Oh yeah.
You're like,
But
hey, remember
you're
that thing?
positive that it happened that way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course. I think yet again, I always chalk up the idea that the fact is that basic science is your brain plays fast and loose with memories, just kind of compressing shit. We gotta talk more about alternate realities next week, like some movies and shit.
We can talk about the memories thing too, and stuff like police investigations and how police will alter your memories with
Yeah,
the way that they do their questioning,
yeah,
and they'll alter it to such an extent that they can get you to change your story, but then still pass a polygraph test with it.
that's so weird. What's another thing that really freaks me out
Yeah.
is like you ever like go back and read something and it's completely different than what you read, like a book or a comic.
Oh yeah, like it's like something happens in the story that's different than how you remember.
And again, that really, really kind of creeps me out. So basically, I like to think that reality is constantly changing, and we just don't realize it until we realize it.
That's what they call that's part of the Mandela effect too. I found a website. It was called Reality Shifters,
Yeah.
and that's basically their whole philosophy is that they believe that they're in tune with when reality changes, and that there's no set course for not even for history. The reason that our memories change or that our understanding of events change over time is because our memories aren't quite catching up to the way that the actual events have changed in history.
Of course, then I'd like to think that all of reality is controlled like a big console game or something.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, actually not a console game. It's like a match. It's like, the Gmod games. Like they have Gmod games where it's like you wander around and play in the game.
Yeah.
I like to think that the entire universe is one vast Gmod game that's constantly being tinkered and fucked with.
I think that's a good way to think about it.
Because I swear, like when I was I remember when I was 5, there was a clear memory of someone announcing that they had discovered aliens.
You know what? There's a name for that too. Not the aliens thing, but we're in a video game.
Yeah.
Or that we are like in a computer program that keeps changing. Because it's the same thing. Like whenever you change a computer program, like assets from the way that it was before will sometimes stick.
Yeah. Of course, I have an entire story that's basically that on
Oh, for real?
a massive scale. That all of reality are basically just the old universe restarted again and again, and the people who are doing it are basically transcendent humanity.
God dang.
And that all the timelines are essentially one large multiplayer video game.
And that every version of history is true.
Yeah, basically, it gets to the point where they alter events so fine, they can, there'd be massive amounts of universe that are exactly the same, except for a few key difference, and then ones that don't look anything like Earth, but they're still descended from the same basic materials.
Huh.
Like, say, I would, if I did a bunch of stories, it would have, say, settings where it has a bunch of, basically, the basic setting is that it has humanity at some point becoming, hyper advanced, transcendent humans, nearing a sort of super singularity. They have flown through the entire universe and found nothing.
Damn.
Not just barely. They found even barely microscopic life and animal life. No sentient life. Not even not even approaching sentience. That humanity is the only sentient life in the entire universe. So that causes humanity to sort of split off into two sort of societies. One's that humanity that just ceaselessly wanders the universe, and the other ones are basically just hedonistic bastards. And then eventually something happens, and they find out that the universe is in fact rapidly approaching heat death, at a rapid rate that can actually be actually experienced in real time.
God damn.
So at some point, they basically try to see everything they can do. They try to see if they could conserve energy, put energy back, or do something. But it turns out there's nothing to do. So a select few council from the wandering tribes basically said they found a way. So they basically take a select group of people, head to the beginning parts of the universe. Basically, it's sort of the metaphorical center of the universe. Climb inside essentially an arc machine that essentially collapses all remaining energy and life in the universe, and basically flips inside out, thus transcending time and space and becoming more or less a godlike species that no longer exists within a regular universe.
That makes sense. So we're in our own game of The Sims.
Yeah, so basically, and that's basically what it is, the machine somehow found a secondary purpose that now it can recreate a collapsed universe multiple times. So they recreate and collapse the universe multiple times, play games.
Okay.
Because yet again, that was basically I wanted to create it's actually started out all from a short ghost story about a hallway that shouldn't be there. And it kept on going, and I basically rationalized the hallway being a game port, more or less.
That's pretty cool.
But right now, I'm basically working on a haunted house story that sets in a not abandoned, a new but never moved into lockdown town.
But it's haunted?
Well, here's the thing: it's haunted, but not by ghosts. But I never really say they're ghosts because I like ghost stories like that. It's basically haunted by a series of people, but not really people, like children in animal masks that grunt and growl, people who just pass through walls, children.
Have you seen Your Next?
I have to see it, but I think I might like it because I always like animal mask imagery.
It's a good movie. It's actually probably the best home invasion movie I've seen. So.
Yeah, I should let your beat get going.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll go ahead and close this off, but we'll continue the alternate reality discussion because this is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll try to find some more stuff. I'll try to look up those fucking. Oh, also we bought your wedding present.
Yay!
Wait until you see it. I've never bought a wedding present before. Okay, but anyway. So, anyway, so I should let you go. But of course, at least this fucking recording, fucking recording is an hour long at least. So I'll let you go now.
All right.
Salutations to the audience and to you, Sparky, and to Mr. AIDS whenever edits this.
I love you, Mr. AIDS.
Love you. Sparky loves you in the butt.
Great.
Um, salutations from CC to CC and to Sparky's friend.
He has gone to the store.
Oh, okay. He'll be missed.
He will be missed.
And just watch. Next week, I'll bring him up and it's like he doesn't exist. In fact, we should do that as a joke.
We should.
What's his name so I remember it?
Trent.
Trent. Okay. So, salutations, and Trent shall disappear after the recording.
So long.